For the past few weeks, I've been doing tons and tons of research on the iPhone 16 Pro lineup. And I do all of that so that you guys do not have to do that. Because man, oh man, there are a lot of leaks, rumors, or things that people are saying about the iPhone 16 and 16 Pro lineup, and there are some that are definitely false. And that is why in this video I want to do sort of a recap on all of the main things that are going to be there for the iPhone 16 lineup, and to voice my opinions as to whether I personally think we should upgrade or not. And a bit of context, I'm currently using an iPhone XR, which is nearly a 6-year-old phone, I believe. So it's quite old, and that is why I think it is good for me to do all of those research as well as make this video, because I would say a lot of people are in my position where they have quite an old phone and they are thinking whether to wait or to upgrade. And I'm going to share all of that aspect with you guys by the end of this video. So combining all of those articles and videos that I've watched, I would say that every single videos and articles are almost 90% similar in terms of what they are offering. The way I see it, the iPhone 15 Pro and the 16 Pro does not have that much of a meaningful difference. So firstly, almost every single articles are saying that the iPhone 16 Pro is rumored to feature a capture button, which in theory is used to capture photo or video, and in my opinion, it is useful and it can be very useful. But I don't think it is something that it is worth the wait, especially if you're coming up from a very old phone. And if you have an iPhone 15 Pro, I don't think just for that feature alone, you should upgrade for that. And if you have the 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max, I don't think that feature alone should motivate you to go to the Apple Store and buy a newer iPhone. Next up, the iPhone 16 Pro is rumored to have a megapixel bump to the ultra-wide camera. And yeah, after hearing that, a megapixel bump to the camera means an upgrade to the camera. And usually, I would be very excited to hear that, oh, Apple is upgrading their camera. But honestly speaking, I'm not very excited about a megapixel bump to the ultra-wide camera. You see, based on most of the video that I watch on YouTube talking about the leaks, a lot of them shoot on primary lens on the iPhone, myself included. I would not really imagine myself using the ultra-wide angle. And that is why when I hear that the leaks is we are going to get a megapixel bump, it is cool and it's going to be useful in scenarios where we want the shot to be more detailed and all of that. But I don't think that it is that significant, especially to us, the user, and to our experience using it. We won't notice a lot of meaningful difference between before and now. Of course, I'm not saying that it is not useful, I'm just saying that just that feature alone on the camera bump, I don't think it is worth the upgrade. But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section on what you think, whether a megapixel bump on the ultra-wide camera is something that you're excited for. And another rumor on the iPhone 16 Pro lineup is something called Super Zoom, where the iPhone will allow the user to zoom in very, very far into a subject. And to be honest, I promise I'm not trying to be an iPhone hater, but after hearing that, zoom, in terms of marketability, in terms of realistic expectation, I don't think it's going to be good. I just don't think it is. And that is due to the fact that an iPhone, or most phones, has a very large physical limitation, because a normal zoom lens would require the lens to be quite large. So if iPhone or Apple were to be claiming that they can allow the iPhone to do a very, very far zoom, I don't expect the quality to be good. And with that, I personally do not think that it is something that I would be using often if I were to use the 16 Pro, and I don't think I would be very excited for that. Now, unless Apple does some crazy magic and their super zoom turns out to be great in terms of quality, then okay, I am stoked for that. But the way I see it, with the current technology that we're having, I don't think the super zoom function will be something that offers great quality to us, the user. And finally, all of those leak videos that I watch, they mention the A18 chips, and they don't seem really excited about it, which is fair, because between the iPhone 15 Pro and the 14 Pro, normal user barely notice any difference. And I would imagine the same thing would be for the iPhone 16 Pro and the 15 Pro comparison. And that is why I really want Apple to do a phone refresh every single 2 years or so, and instead sell the current phone with newer colors or other add-on on top of the current phone that they're selling. Because an upgrade is barely noticeable, and I feel like it's just e-waste and people are just spending money carelessly, and Apple is just getting richer, I would say. So with all of that rumors and leak, it comes to the single question: is it worth the wait? Well, it depends on what type of phone you're having currently. If you have an iPhone 14 Pro Max or a 15 Pro or Pro Max, I honestly do not think you should upgrade. Unless you have a crap tons of money, you want to have the latest technology, then I guess go for it, but I still think it's a waste of money. And if you have a 13 Pro or 12 Pro, then yes, maybe it is good to wait because your current phone still works. But if you have an XR like mine, or an 11 or an XS Max, I don't think you should be waiting for the iPhone 16 Pro lineup. Mainly due to the fact that I don't see any things that are significant in terms of the value it is offering. And if you're making a career out of creative field and your phone breaks down and you have the money for it, I would just suggest you to go for the 15 Pro or Pro Max. Buy it and use it. Because I don't think that the iPhone 16 Pro is going to have other meaningful upgrades besides what was mentioned in the leak. And in my personal opinion, I feel that the iPhone 16 Pro is like the 14 Pro, where it is a stopgap iPhone, so that the 17 and the 17 Pro lineup will be a bigger upgrade, so on and so forth. The same way they did from the 13, a very, very huge upgrade, and then to the 14, very minimal update, dynamic island, and then to the 15, bringing Apple Lock into cinematography. All of that is amazing, and I feel like they're going to do the same pattern whereby the 16 is going to be quite underwhelming, but then the 17 is going to be good. So if you want my answer, wait for the 17. But if you're still excited about the 16 Pro and the 16 lineup, I can't stop you really, but in my personal opinion, I don't think we should wait for that. So yeah guys, those are all the leaks, the rumors regarding the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, and it also includes my opinion whether you should upgrade or not. But me personally, I don't think I should wait for the 16 or the 16 Pro lineup. If I feel like I need a new phone now, I would just go and buy it. Because I don't think I would want to wait another 6 to 7 months, and then when the phone immediately launched in my country, it's going to be very, very expensive, and then I buy it, and then I don't notice any difference between the phone before and the phone then, and it's going to be a regretful decision. So yeah, hopefully you understand my perspective. Hopefully you make the right financial decision. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, goodbye, and peace.